Okay, so what I want to do first is get the one in the actual domain, and which is on the north of the map, and I'll get that one on the eastern part of it later. There's a rupee chest here, I'm pretty sure, 20, no, 10. Okay, now I have to do some ninja jumping, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think... Oh, you have to do it from the other side, that's right. Go over here. And, right over here we can see kind of this glowing rock on the wall here. It's actually ice, and if you touch it, you'll get hurt and freeze, so don't touch it. We'll be messing with that later. So yeah, apparently we didn't thaw out everything. There's still a little bit frozen. It's mid to jump our way up. A lot of these jumps are just like one-time deals, and this isn't too hard. Yeah, this is a one-time deal. Gotta be careful though. We have some narrow paths. Just kind of go inch at a time, because again, it's easy to fall off of these types of places. I want scent. I want to use midnight. There we go. And looks like we have a couple jumps here. It's been a while since I've done this. As in, done any recording, since over the weekend I had homecoming and I had to work some pretty ridiculous shifts. I had to work from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., which isn't a bad shift. It's an 8-hour shift, but the catch is I had to come back in at 6 a.m. So getting off work at 1 a.m. and then come back in 5 hours later. So I had about 5 hours of sleep allowed to me, but because it was homecoming weekend, my brother... Oh, don't jump! Anyway, because this homecoming weekend, my brother had like a bunch of his friends staying over at my place, which I was cool with. They were fun to hang out with, but they were a little bit loud, and I couldn't sleep at night when they're here. So I didn't get any sleep for a work shift that started at 6 a.m. after getting off at 1. It's like, oh my god, and I could not. I honestly just could not do it. I tried to truck through it, but it was obvious I could not focus. And yeah, it's a little bit frustrating too, because my boss is actually getting kind of angry with me too, by how slowly I was moving. Like, dude, I'm on minimal sleep, and you gotta cut me a break. I mean, but I'm not trying to pretend like I'm special out of it, out of anyone, because there are other people there who were worn out, and they were moving slow like me, so I wasn't the only one. So I don't know. It was just kind of frustrating. I think it's like a law though. Like, like can't you like as an employer can't you? Oh, by the way, to make this bug show up, he's actually up on the wall. You have to ram the wall, and he'll come out. But yeah, isn't it like a law that you have to give your employees at least 8 hours between shifts? Because, of course, a standard night of sleep is 8 hours, so you have to allow them 8 hours of sleep, so... In my opinion, I think that's a little bit unfair. But, oh well. I made it through. And... at least it's all over. I didn't really... I mean, I did enjoy the homecoming football. What the hell? I didn't mean to go back in. What the... Ugh. Jeez. I'm not thinking straight here either. But, yeah, I did... Thankfully, I did get to go to the homecoming football game. It was an afternoon game, and I was able to get off at noon, so I worked about 6 hours on Saturday. But, yeah, that was my weekend. It was kind of frustrating and busy, and got almost no sleep. And I still haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep lately. And you may be able to tell that in my voice. I'm trying to hide it, but clearly I'm not hiding it very well. But I am glad to be back doing this, back in the scheme of things. Okay, so this tier is kind of hard to get over to it. You don't want to jump back down to the bottom. You actually want to jump down from somewhere up here, but I can't quite remember where. Ah, crap. I want to get back to the domain. Shoot, where do I want to jump from? You don't go down there, there's a rock blocking away down there. Okay, you know what, I think we do have to go back down and kind of jump up, like, about halfway. Kind of have to pay attention on your way back up. And I'd like to cut, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to recognize where these places are, so I'm just going to stick with you. And let's jump on up. Don't you stop jumping off? See, that's the thing, I keep expecting Midna to keep going with this. And then I end up jumping off like an idiot. Just jump once. Okay, now just be careful. I think we have to keep going up. I don't know exactly how far you have to go here. There's one point where we have a split path. Maybe this is it. Yeah, you climb up here. And don't fall, don't fall. I'm just gonna look down. Shoot, I think I do have to go higher, don't I? Yeah, I have to go higher. Will you take me higher? Na, 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 na. Yeah, I probably just lost a lot of points singing that song. Okay, so I have to go around the waterfall one more time. One more cycle here. And go back this way. Come on, Minna. There you go. 1, 2. Okay. And go again. A few more jumps here. Okay, now this should be about where we want to jump off. Ignore Midna. Actually, do we want to jump up? See, it's confusing. You know, yeah, let's jump up. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is where we go. The rupees are kind of your indication that you have to go down here. Yeah. It actually kind of does kind of like a Mario thing, because like, you know, like in platformer games like Mario and Donkey Kong, they have like their, you know, their currency mark off places where you need to go. Like you see a coin marking off a place, like a secret, and you know that's your indication that to jump down to it. And right there, we saw a little bit of that with the rupees, kind of indicating that you had to go down here. I thought it was kind of cool. I just kind of realized that. But yep, there is our 14th of 16 Tears of Light. We're missing 2. And you may run around a whole bunch wondering where those 2 are, and it turns out that they're actually not on... Oh crap, there's a rock there, I forgot about that. And they're actually not on the river or the lake. They're not in this area, so it's going to actually kind of surprise you. And how the hell do I get out of here? There we go. It's actually not at all in any of this lake/river part of the overworld, part of Hyrule. And it's going to kind of surprise you where you find these last 2. So, let's get up here. Actually, we can just swim. Screw running. Even though I think running, yeah, I think you move faster when you're on foot as a wolf. Actually, in general, you do. It's not even a contest. But what you actually want to do is... And yeah, that's just something that's hard to figure out, because again, I mentioned a lot how these ghostly characters don't have anything interesting to say, but this is an exception. What you have to do is talk to these 2, and they're gonna bring back up Prince Wallace. I think Rallis. I called him a Wallace, and it just sounded a weird way to say it. It sounds like a human name. But yes, we're gonna be reintroduced to the side story with the Princess Zoras, and we actually have to go out to Castletown, where we last met him, which kind of makes that cutscene we activated earlier that I said was maybe skippable, that makes it somewhat important, because without really going to that, you don't know that you have to go to Castletown. That's kind of your indication that's where you want to go next. Talk to the Zoras and say, hey, let's check out Castletown. So that's where we need to go next. And we may or may not find some tears there, but regardless, we at least know of a place we need to go next. Yeah, we can actually follow the scent over there too. We still have the scent of Ilya. So, actually, I'm going the wrong way. Idiot. Alright, so I'm gonna cut a little bit back to East Hyrule Field. And back at the field, and you actually see the wolf, the golden wolf that we summoned up on top of this ledge, but of course we can't get up to it as a wolf. Like, Midna won't do her thing and allow us to get up there. So, of course, we have to come back as a human to go talk to him. But I find it interesting how he shows up in the Twilight Realm. Like, he shows up both in the Twilight Realm and the normal realm. We have shadow beings. We have a big arena here. Actually, This is kind of weird because I remember this. You have to kind of run around and, like, they're not here initially. This can kind of be frustrating to make them appear. You just have to run around a bunch. I don't know. Okay, where exactly? Jeez, where exactly do you go to make these guys appear? There we go. I don't understand, like, why they don't show up when the fence shows up. You just have to run around a bunch. And that sounds like thunder outside. I hope we don't lose power. That would suck. Okay, this is a group of 3. So let's just take down this one. I should have looked at the formation first. Stupid. Okay, there's one right there. Okay, does this work? This will work. Hopefully. I still don't know what happened last time. Because I saw that I was clearly locking onto both of them, but for whatever reason, I was not killing the other one. So I had every right to be pissed off about that. That was frustrating. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, let's go back into here. And we have to go back to where we met Prince Rawls, all sick, in the Telma's bar. And you can actually see there's a white dot on the screen there. So there we go. We're going to find another bug of light. And we'll be getting one of the last 2 tiers here. So we're gradually making our way to the end of the tiers of light, but we also have kind of have 2 dilemmas here. We have the 6 Zora prints and we have the tiers of light going on at the same time. So it's kind of confusing to like what you're supposed to be focusing on, but it's kind of both at once. So let him come out. Wait for him to not be shocking. And he's dead. So we have one more tier left in the entire game. That is it. But first, let's go into here. Midna wants to talk to us, but there's no reason to. Actually, no, we don't have to come in here. Never mind. Yeah, we do have to talk to Midna. Never mind. You don't have to go in there at all. Yes. Talking to Midna is absolutely required, but I hope she... Okay, there we go. And we get the map back up, and apparently there's one more tier showing up. It zooms in right there on Lake Hylia, so that was strange. It wasn't there initially, and now it just suddenly shows up late to the party. Fashionably late. Well, let's go check that out. We can actually just warp back there. Remember, as a wolf, we can warp, so that's very handy. We don't have to jump back down. I mean, what we would do is just jump back down from the bridge that was lit on fire earlier. But this is a strange tier. So, late to the party is the last tier. Get a little bit of a cutscene here. Let's find out exactly what this is. Is it... Oh my gosh. That is a pretty big sparkle over there. So let's check it out. I guess as the final tier, they're deciding to make it a little bit different. They're not gonna give us a final tier easily, are they? Alright, out here we go. There's a couple platforms out here. And actually, there's thunder and lightning going on, too. This is pretty serious shit. Like all of this over one tier of light? Maddening, isn't it? Okay, so... the longest introduction to a boss. And we actually do have a boss here. Use your senses, and yep, the most gross looking thing in the game. And this is the boss of the Tears of Light. And what you do, it's pretty... Ow. And it kind of has the same types of aspects as the regular ones. It gets in a shocky form every now and then. And of course you can't get hit by that. It does a full heart of damage too. You have to really pay attention to where it is too. And once they kind of ram in towards... Oh, jump out of the way, jump out of the way! Oh, man, that was close. Once they come in towards you, you just gotta attack them the same way you did with the bird from earlier. And then you bite it. This is so disgusting though. You're on this thing, like, biting the hell out of it. It's all jiggly. It's really a disgusting boss fight, I think. Just a few hits. keep an eye on at all times, because, again, that's a full heart. There are some boxes here. You typically just want to jump off the platform once it rams at you. So, just kind of avoid it here, wait for him to come forward. What the hell? What? How'd that not work? I didn't get hurt there either, but for whatever reason I didn't clamp onto him. It was awfully strange. Come on. Oh, that's not gonna work either. What's with this? Why didn't that work earlier? I clearly hit him, but it didn't clamp onto him. Are you gonna do something? Okay, let's dodge him. There we go. Mash the A button, and then here he's going to actually float up on its back, and what to do is get onto its back and use Midna's... Get on there. And use Midna's homing move, and then just go crazy. And I'm guessing you're attacking its legs, or attacking the whole thing. I don't know, but that's gonna kill it. And there'll be one measly tear of light. That one huge bug just gives us a tiny tear of light. But it is the last one. No more tears of light ever in Twilight Princess. We are done. And we are cured.
Take break.